We're Al and Deb. We've just spent the last 11 nights on back-to-back cruises on board the Carnival Luminosa. 7 nights we're visiting 3 islands in the South Pacific and 4 nights sailing from Brisbane to Airlie Beach. Join us on board as we explore the Luminosa. Time to sail away, so off we go. We got on the ship, we went straight to the bar.
Did you just have uppers then when you said that?
We went straight to the bar, we got ourselves a drink, and we headed to the adult area at the back of the ship. Now, for us, favourite place is the back because it's only adults. Yeah. So it's a good time for us.
There's already quite a few people there enjoying the view of sailing out of Brisbane.
Yeah. There's a Red Frog Bar. I think that's what it's called. There's also one on Red Frog Bar on another cruise ship that we did while we were in USA, isn't there?
Yeah. But then I get hungry straight away. And we couldn't get into our room until about another hour and a half.
1:30 p.m. you can get into your room.
Yeah, so we decided we'll go get some food. I love this. So we straight in from the adults area at the back of the ship, straight into the buffet, and got a couple of plates of food.
A couple of plates.
Yeah,
so
one for you, one for me.
I was going to say, which time? But there in the bistro area, there's plenty of things to choose from.
Yeah. Now this area here you can see now, this is the middle of the ship, midships on deck 9 at the top, where this is the family area. A lot of kids around this area. Still, a lot of things happen, a lot of games, a lot of sports, lots of events.
Cornhole?
Yeah, cornhole. That's what they call in America. I think we called it another thing here, didn't we?
It was,
happy sack or something like that.
Something like that, but the Americans call it cornhole. So there was that, there's table tennis, there's...
pool, there's...
what's that game where they...
There it is right
foosball.
there.
Foosball, isn't
it?
Yeah, so...
Now this is later on in the cruise where they show off all their towel
folding skills.
Towel folding skills.
And this is so good to walk up.
It was amazing. I know, the amount of towels or amount of designs that they come up with.
And this is my cutest bit. Here's the cutest bit. Look at all these monkeys.
Yeah. And the funny part about it was we got to see these kids run up and think they could just grab them and take them. And
they were. And
there's one there.
Yeah. The kids were loving them. And the staff were just so happy watching the kids go and grab them too. It was so good. Yeah. And it was a surprise too because it was the last thing you expected when you walked out to that area that day, because I think it had been raining too, hadn't it?
Yeah, it had been.
Yeah.
Just a light breeze.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we headed up the side of the ship to the Gulf. There was a bit of a challenge. The holes were higher than anything else, so it was a real challenge to get the ball in. As you can see, you got ready, go off to the right, and the next one's off to the left.
Depending on what side the boat was rocking on is what side your ball went. There's so many great things to do on board the Luminosa. Now, here you'll see the silent disco in action.
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever seen a silent disco, and it was quite entertaining. I was enjoying myself watching this. You could hear the people singing the song. There was no music or anything, but you knew what song they were singing, and everyone was having a great time. And as you can see, they're also all wearing white, so...
White night.
It was white night. Everyone got dressed up, or most people got dressed up in white to go down to dinner that night.
Yeah, I think we missed the notification for that one, didn't we?
Yeah,
I had to do white night the next night, I think.
I was in my Hawaiian shirt, I think. Yeah.
But the way to find out what's on is have a look what the photographer's theme is for the night, and you'll see what you should be dressing as. On level 3, after you go past the Alchemy Bar, you head into the shopping area. So that has a variety of duty-free shopping items like handbags, perfumes, alcohol. You would have seen the alcohol just on your right hand side there. They always have pretty good deals. The best place to get your alcohol is if you go to Vanuatu. They're always the cheapest. If you don't go to Vanuatu, get it on board.
Yeah, great shops, but the alcohol's pretty much the only thing in there for the blokes.
Unless the blokes buy their wife jewellery.
Yeah, moving on, we're now going into the cafe. Now this cafe, you got to buy your coffee there. They got milkshakes, little
They got
cakes and
yeah,
things.
they look amazing. But there's so much dessert on board, you don't even really need to get anything there if you don't want to.
Yeah, we just passed the comedy room. Very difficult to get into. Make sure you're there an hour and a half early.
Or just wait until they do the 2 comedians at the same night in the theatre here, and you get to see them both, and you don't have to line up, and you do get a seat. There's game shows. There's plenty of different things on board for entertainment. Here you'll see Deal or No Deal.
Yeah, we got the comedy show, like Deb said, 2 comedians at some stage during the cruise.
Yeah, then you've got your entertainment like trivia and that's karaoke you're seeing there. They had karaoke on every day, I think, or every second day.
Yeah, this is in the lounge bar.
Yeah. And that was good fun in there.
Yeah.
Love and marriage is always a good laugh. The questions and answers never match up, and
yeah, it's a good, funny show.
Yeah.
You see it on a lot of cruises, and it doesn't matter how many times you see it, it's always hilarious.
I feel sorry for them both after they get off and leave, though.
Now we're back to the lounge bar playing Jenga.
They call it something different. They call it something different on board, but it's the same concept, and it's...
Yeah, they do everything up in here, but they have trivia a lot.
Yeah, trivia's always packed.
Yeah, they do lots of musical shows, like bands and stuff.
Yeah, bands, karaoke. There's the band there. There's one of them. It wasn't very packed this time, but that's probably because a lot of people were already in one of the other shows or at one of the other entertainment venues doing something.
Yeah, quite often there's music playing all over the ship. If no one's there watching certain music, it's because there's another show on they've all gone to see.
Yeah, and it was really good, walking through everything and seeing and hearing the bands playing and the singers singing. Here's a casino that goes right through the middle of the deck, number 3 or 2? I can't remember. 2. Yeah.
Now we're back into the middle of the ship, the atrium.
We had a lot of good cocktails and stuff at this bar, didn't we?
Yeah, we know that bar quite well. Yeah.
It was right in the middle of everything, so it was a nice place to sit. Oh,
there we are sitting there having drinks with thing 1 and thing 2. This bloke was pretty cool. I like this guy. He was a good singer.
And he was really nice too. We had a chat with him. He was great.
Yeah. So now we're in the dining room.
This is the dining room empty. The upper level is for if you book for a 5:45 or a 7:45 p.m. session every night, and the bottom floor is if you do an anytime dining.
Cruise 1 we did the late sitting upstairs, and Cruise 2 we did the anytime sitting downstairs. I personally would recommend doing the late sitting or sitting upstairs than downstairs.
Yeah, it's a little bit more hectic downstairs at any time, but it's all great. Look at these people entertaining us.
Oh no, look at them get into it. They're all going crazy. The staff on this ship are like the best staff I think I've ever come across.
I agree. They were amazing, and they're also friendly, nice. They all knew your name. They all smiled. They all talked. It was great.
Yeah. So here we are. Big night. Back to the room.
Yeah, let's just check out what's in our cabin here. We've got a couple of wardrobes there, a safe in that cupboard that I was just poking stuff into. Obviously, Al's been laying on the bed there. You can see his head dented into the pillow.
Yeah, big head. Yeah, he's more of the every day you get a different sculpture put in your room by your
elephant, dinosaur, little bear.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We got a balcony on this trip. And there's the toilet. The toilets on the Luminosa are actually bigger than some of the other ships we've been on.
Yeah, and so that's our tour of the Luminosa.